Sacrifice me.
Embrace the glory that is your birthright.
Okay, Nuka Knights, this is Group Z, Jaedong versus Hyvaa on Gladiator, Russell Crowe. Yeah, Hyvaa is fighting for his livelihood in this matchup. If Jaedong wins this match, Hyvaa is knocked out of the round of 8, and it will almost guarantee both Jaedong and Hyuk a spot in that round of 8. Modesty could force an upper rung tiebreaker, but yep, Hyvaa would be knocked out. So he is literally fighting for his life in this game. Well, no, not actually. I just like saying literally. But if Hyvaa wins, Hyuk, first of all, Hyuk is guaranteed a spot in the round of 8. And Jaedong will have to rely on a tiebreaker, and he's going to have to hope that Modesty doesn't win, actually, against Hyuk. Because that would mean that Modesty and Hyuk would move out into the round of 8 instead of Jaedong forcing a tiebreaker. So those are the stakes, boys and girls. Except, down at the 8 o'clock position in white is Jaedong. Look at how fired up he looks. So that means down at the 5 o'clock position in green is Hyvaa. So both players are scouting in the right direction. They just showed Jaedong again. So I think that Jaedong is playing both players. Servers pointing out, you freaking cameraman. So Jaedong apparently is green, and Hyvaa apparently is white. Or maybe Hyvaa is playing Left 4 Dead, and Jaedong is playing both players here. Whoever wins, Jaedong is a winner. Playing himself. That would be actually very interesting to see a pro gamer play themselves. I bet they could do it for the most part. Okay. Let's get some predictions from some Jaedong fanboys, shall we? Cancerbero 8, gotta get that number in there, writes, in Group D, the most likely scenario will be for Jaedong and Hyuk to move out. The question is, who will be first place? Here's another one from Adam God, writes, Jaedong is gonna ride a wave of mutiling all the way to the end. No other prediction matters. Zerg forever! Epic beard! There we go. Traveled from S Korea for signature. From Jaedong for my cousin. Aren't you a nice cousin? Yes, you are. You're a very nice cousin. Use both the signs, too. I appreciate that. But here comes a hatchery for Hyvaa. So Hyvaa going for his hatchery first. And I'm not sure what kind of pull that was from Jaedong. I think it was an overpull build from him. If not a 12 pull or something like that. But Jaedong is probably not going to be able to punish this expansion from Hyvaa that much as if he went for a 9 pull or anything. Pretty sure that wasn't a 9 pull from Jaedong or anything. We love Jaedong. Yes, they do. Jaedong lovers in the audience. Jaedong fans. Let's get another prediction from a Jaedong fan, actually. Here's one from Calling All Heroes. Writes, Jaedong's coming back in force. I can feel it. Who's Jaedong? Oh, I think he meant to write Jaedong there. Jaedong sounds pretty cool, though. I got to give you that, man. So Jaedong is pumping his Zerglings down at the 5 o'clock position, and he is expanding himself. Put down his own expansion down there, and he has his Zerglings ready to pop out. So, okay. The expansion going to be a little bit earlier for Hyvaa, I think, but Jaedong went for his own expansion, so this is pretty mirrored from both, it seems. I didn't notice Jaedong's expansion coming out earlier just because of the positions, I think, the green on the blue map. All right. See, the Zergling's going to be a little bit later for Hyvaa, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. The Hive coming up for Jaedong, but not for Hyvaa just yet. He's waiting to get his 100 gas before he morphs his lair. Oh, he is morphing the lair at the natural expansion. Get a few more hit points on that natural, make it a lot easier to survive against his first Zergling attack. Here's Jaedong going for the Zerglings. He gets the surround. He takes down the Zerglings. Jaedong coming down here. He loses his own circling, so a bit too cavalier from him. Probably should have backed off after that attack, because obviously he's going to have... Oh, the very clever. Look at that micro from Jaedong. He finds a Zergling with red health, so he's like, why not? I'll pick it off. So he picks it off and then runs away with his own single, very badly damaged Zergling. But that was pretty epic from him. There is an idle drone to put down the Spire. Spire coming down immediately. Sunken Colony at the front for Jaedong. In a kind of blocking the choke there, I see. It's right next to the choke to run into the main. So he's kind of expecting Hyvaa to do a run by inside of the main, try to snipe some drones that way. So he's going to be prepared for that attack at least. There's a Spire coming down for Hyvaa as well on the other side. Now, I hope that the cameraman got this right now, because if it gets to the end of the game and I'm like, oh man, this person won, and then the other person did, it's going to be bad times. I just go back and digitally alter my audio commentary. I just alter it, so it'll be like, and Jaedong is going for the natural expansion now, as Jaedong is attacking the mutas. Yeah, I think we'll do that. There comes some Zerglings running down for Hyvaa, just kind of playing defensively, trying to hold that little high ground, so he at least knows what's coming his way. He has an Overlord outside of the natural expansion of Jaedong, trying to get most of the scouting. So he knows exactly where and when to run in with the Zerglings. And he's coming in with some reinforcements as well. So Hyvaa is going for the Extractor here. The Extractor is out of sunken range, interestingly enough. So Hyvaa is going to try to take down that Extractor. I don't think that Jaedong is going to let this slide. Of course, he's got it down to yellow, about half health. Yeah, Hyvaa is going for that Extractor. Jaedong cannot let this happen. He has to get this gas for his mutas from this natural expansion. Hyvaa attacking Jaedong. He has way more Zerglings. Of course, there is a sunken colony there. So Hyvaa is going to be picked off eventually. Jaedong pulled some of his drones off the line just to make sure that Hyvaa could not take down that Extractor, because that Extractor is going to be very important for Jaedong. At this natural, the Extractor goes down and Hyvaa runs away after taking down the Extractor. And plus, he still has a lot of Zerglings left at the natural expansion, and Jaedong does have Scourge in ready to... Jaedong! Freaking sloppy play from him. He's distracted at the natural. He could have taken down those mutas. Might be able to do it anyway. Yep, takes them down anyway. So I guess it's not that big of a loss. Takes down another muta with Scourge. But I was going to say, if that did not land, that might have been game-changing for Jaedong. But luckily, he took down 2 mutas with those pairings of Scourge, and he sniped another drone before running away. So pretty good attack from Jaedong, but he just put up his Extractor again. The Extractor is back. Actually, it lost a little bit of health, so it seems that Hyvaa has been attacking it again, trying to get rid of that, but the loss of that gas for that short period of time is actually going to hurt Jaedong quite a bit. That's probably why he went for the Scourge, thinking about it. The Scourge costs a little bit less gas than the mutas. So if he can make use of those, which Jaedong did very well, he might be able to jump back into the runnings as far as gas goes. But Jaedong just kind of hovering around with his mutas. He's not doing the attack just yet, just trying to get some sneaky run-bys. Shut down pretty quickly by Hyvaa. Both players, their little Zergling run-bys are shut down. And now some Scourge are out for both players. They're both going to go for a pretty tremendous Scourge trap. We got 4 on each side, I think, as Jaedong is attacking the Overlord. I think that was a drone snipe. Not sure if that was a drone snipe or not for Jaedong against Hyvaa at his own natural expansion. Couldn't quite tell. Big pool of blood there. You got to pick out that little drone stain. That stain that drone leaves. Okay, Jaedong is playing defensively as Hyvaa is pushing in. I think Hyvaa might actually have more since he does have quite a large grouping of Scourge. Both players coming in with Scourge all over the place. I think Scourge did land on Jaedong. I saw the Scourge land actually on both players, but Jaedong definitely had Scourge landed on him. So Jaedong's trying to defend. Jaedong has way fewer mutas, I think, so he's got to be a little bit more careful here and wait for his own reinforcements to come out. Hyvaa keeps rally pointing his troops in. He does have more mutas. Hyvaa does have more. Just more mutas come to Scourge, and Jaedong is going to try to do this with Scourge. He's got to defend with Scourge because if these Scourge go down, Jaedong's going to be done for. The Scourge are sniped. Oh, Hyvaa. So some more Scourge coming in for Jaedong. He's going to try to defend with Scourge, but this is not looking very good for Jaedong. Loses a couple of drones there, I think. Just maybe just one drone at his natural expansion. Yeah, the one drone going down. The Scourge being sniped. Oh, most of the Scourge being sniped, but the Mutas have not gone down. Some of them are in red, but they are still alive to get the shots to micro against the Scourge, and I think that Jaedong might have just lost this game. Yeah, Jaedong. So, yeah, Jaedong not mining very much gas at his natural expansion. His last Muta goes down. And that's it for the JD. Hyvaa stays in this OSL. Jaedong looking very disappointed in himself because I thought he was still in this game. But another Scourge. Scourge decide the game again, I think. Definitely saw a couple of Scourge land on Jaedong in that big attack near the end. Not exactly sure who took more casualties in that. But yeah, Jaedong gets sniped. So okay, if Modesty wins against Hyuk in day 6, that means Modesty and Hyuk move out. If Hyuk wins, he's going to 3-0, move into the round of 8, and force a lower rung tiebreaker, which could be the 23 ZVZs that another subscriber told me about. 23 ZVZ tiebreaker. Dear God. All right, this has been Nuke. See you guys for the final day, day 6, coming up soon.